नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे रामो हरे रामो, रामो रामो हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे रामो हरे रामो, रामो रामो हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, that was wonderful. You sing with so much bhakti. It seems like you are standing in Vrindavan and crying for Radha and Krishna. Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Okay, devotees. We are. How did we? Okay, that's the introduction. How did I get into Chaitanya Chaitanya? Let's see. Okay, 11. So we are on devotees. We are on chapter 11, the universal form. We have been discussing, we already gone through 7 verses. And on Friday, we briefly discussed what exactly is this form and how devotees should understand this. So we discussed that this is a form of Krishna only. Everything is coming from Krishna. And Krishna is giving him the special tool to see his opulence. Why a special tool? We also discussed the other day. A special tool is needed. Arjuna has already seen the best of the best form, which is Shyamasundara form, which is Krishna. He's standing next to Arjuna as a charioteer. So he has seen almost the utmost he has already seen. So what is the special tool then for him? To see the opulence. The Acharyas have explained that devotees really do not pay too much attention to the opulences. A person may be very rich. He may have a palatial house, home, lot of things. That's not nothing wrong in that. But a devotee is not too much impressed with that. He's taking everybody as a devotee. That's the. Similarly, here Arjuna is a great devotee. So his concentration on Krishna is not about his opulences. So Krishna is like Brajavasis. Brajavasis never, they thought that Krishna is supreme or anything like that. They would fight with Krishna. Krishna would ask them, hey, do you know who am I? And Brajavasis said, yeah, you're Krishna. You're my friend. That is the identity, my friend. Not no supreme Lord or supreme personality of God or nothing like that. Then Krishna would ask, then who killed Agasura? He said that, yeah, because you are our friend, you got some talent, you got some skill. And your mom and dad, they pray to Lord Hari. And through their prayers, you have some strength, some skill. They will go home and they will tell Krishna did all this thing wonderful. But because he is our friend, otherwise he doesn't have anything of his own. That is a pure love. It's not to underestimate Krishna. For them, everything was Krishna. The entire Brajavasi. That's the beauty of Krishna consciousness, the devotional aspect of it. So Krishna is giving this special tool, and Krishna is also saying that no one has seen this before. It's like a president may be very powerful, when he signs one bill, it may affect all the humans in the across the globe. 8 billion population might be affected by just signing one bill from a president. But his children are not too much thinking about the bill. For them, they're looking forward how I can spend time with my father. That's the mood of the devotees. The devotees, when we think, everything comes from Krishna. An Sarvasa Prabhava. We have discussed this many times. Everything. So this Vishwarupa is also, Krishna is displaying the different manifestation, the creation and annihilation that happens. So we also briefly discussed on Friday, is this a permanent form or when does this happen? We understand that whenever Krishna wants to display it, because Krishna says nobody has seen this. Only when Krishna can shower his mercy and the devotee also qualifies to see that, Krishna will allow them to see. Duryodhana could not see that. Even when the Krishna was very merciful to show him his Vishwarupa, even before Arjuna, when he went there as a peacemaker, Duryodhana rejected it because he didn't have any interest to know who is Krishna. So he won't seek Krishna or his Vishwarupa or anything. So that's the main thing here, devotees. So anyhow, this is where Krishna is going to, in the next few verses, is going to display all the manifestation. Arjuna is going to see, and he's saying you'll be able to see anything you want to see. It's another very unique mercy Krishna is giving to Arjuna. Not what Krishna is showing. He said that whatever you want to see, Arjuna is able to see all his ancestors, his father. He's seeing that all the Kauravas are being annihilated by Krishna. Duryodhana is entering Krishna's mouth. It's a very, not a very pleasant sight. That is why within very few verses, Arjuna would say, Krishna, please stop this. Otherwise, Arjuna would have enjoyed this for the next few chapters. No, but he's saying within few verses, he's saying, Krishna, I have seen you, but please come back to your original form, which is the two-handed Shamasundara form. And devotee, maybe I would have said this multiple times, chapter 12, we all should pay utmost attention from question number 1, which is 12:1 through at least 12:15. Because Arjuna would say, we have shown this universal form. Now tell me how I'm too confused now, more confused than before. How shall I worship you? So Krishna will, sequence by sequence. First worship me as me, which is Shamasundara. And then he will go step by step. So we'll come to that very soon in the next few days. But why not we read 11:18? Krishna is going to give him a special darshana tool, divine eyes. So let's read that. Who can read, devotees? Krishna Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. न तुम माम शक्यसे द्रष्टुम मने नैव स्वच्छ चक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमेश्वरम्. Sorry, Prabhuji, it was difficult little bit.
No, that's good. The last word is actually Aishwarya.
Oh, Aishwarya, okay.
Okay. All the opulence. Devotees, 2 more, shall we take?
Hare Krishna. Can I go ahead, Prabhuji?
Oh, yeah, please.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Na tu mam sakya se drastum anenayvya swachaksusa divyam dadami te chakso pasyame yogam aiswaram.
Very nice, Mataji. Haribol for that.
I can try, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Na tu mam shakshe drastum anenoibo chakshusha Divyam dadami te chakshu pushyame yagam aisharam. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Prabhu, very nice Prabhu. Devotees, one devotee can read the synonym translation. The purport may be little longer, maybe two devotees can share. Who can read synonym translation? We have Raghu Prabhu.
Yeah,
Who
I can
else?
read.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Synonyms: na, never; tu, but; mam, me; sakshase, are able; drashtum, to see; anena, with these; eva, certainly; swa chakshusa, your own eyes; divyam, divine; tadami, I give; te, to you; chakshusu, eyes; Vashya, see; me, my; yogam, Aishwaram, inconceivable mystic power. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, purport, maybe one devotee can read the first two paragraph, then another devotee. Maybe our Bhashati Mataji, if she is free.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. A pure devotee does not like to see Krishna in any form except his form with two hands. A devotee must see his universal form by his grace, not with the mind but with spiritual eyes. To see the universal form of Krishna, Arjuna is told not to change his mind but his vision. The universal form of Krishna is not very important. That will be clear in subsequent verses. Yet, because Arjuna wanted to see it, the Lord gives him the particular vision required to see that universal form. Back to Hare Krishna.
Devotees, we all can take turns. Please read. If anyone, Subal Prabhu, you want to read? Or?
Can I?
Sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna devotees and Ratnam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Devotees who are correctly situated in a transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by loving features, not by a godly display of opulence. The playmates of Krishna, the friends of Krishna, and the parents of Krishna never want Krishna to show his opulence. They are so immersed in pure love that they do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In their loving exchange, they forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that the boys who play with Krishna are all highly pious souls, and after many, many births, they are able to play with Krishna. Such boys do not know Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. They take him as a personal friend. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami recites this verse. You want me to continue, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu. You can complete the Sanskrit verse and then.
Okay, Prabhuji. Ittaham satam brahma sukhanubhutya dasyam gatanam para daivatena mayarishtanam nara darakena sakam Vijro Kata Punya Punya. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Devotees who can read these are three paragraphs. Who can read?
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Mataji, please go ahead.
Mataji, you can. I don't know who wanted to read. Is it Surma Mataji wanted to read or who? Mahesh Prabhu, you want to read one paragraph?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can try the first one. Yeah. Here is the Supreme Person who is considered the impersonal Brahman by great sages, the Supreme Personality of Godhead by devotees, and a product of material nature by ordinary men. Now these boys who have performed many pious activities in their past lives are playing with that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 10.12.11. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhu. Sham Prasad Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
you
Dandavad
can
pranam.
read if you want. Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. The fact is that the devotee is not concerned with seeing the Vishnu, Viswapriya, the universal form, but Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statements so that in the future people could understand that Krishna not only theoretically or philosophically presented himself as the supreme, but actually presented himself as such of Arjuna. Arjuna must confirm this because Arjuna is the beginning of the parampara system. Those who are actually interested in understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and who follow in the footsteps of Arjuna should understand that Krishna not only theoretically presented himself at the Supreme, but actually revealed himself as the Supreme. Shall I complete, Prabhuji?
Okay, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. The Lord gave Arjuna the necessary power to see his universal form because he knew that Arjuna did not particularly want to see it, as we have already explained. Hare Krishna. Dandavad pranam, Prabhuji.
You want to add anything more, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna. No, Prabhuji, please.
Oh, okay.
Just now I came.
No problem. We can start from Krishna Mataji. You want to say something, Prabhu?
Actually, no, Prabhuji, I'm like little confused in this verse. Like, is Krishna telling to worship the Vishwaroop or not? I'm not getting it. Because if I speak about myself, I'm usually like scared of the Vishwarupa because of the portrayal. It's scary. The worship, the deity which I can worship is the Krishna with the flute. That is like the lovable Krishna to me. But that is the Vishwarupa is little scary for me. So please, can you explain this?
Yeah, we will take some thoughts from others also. No, there is nothing. Krishna is not saying that you should worship this. This he will explain much more in detail in next chapter, chapter 12. How you should worship Krishna, there is a specific question from Arjuna. So Vishwarupa is not a eternal form that Krishna or any other acharyas or munis, nobody is really recommending that you should worship Krishna in that form. But it is a good display of, it's a good understanding that Krishna is the source of everything. But if you want to really worship, you have to worship. Why do we have to worship Krishna? What is the best method of worshiping? Out of fear, out of anger, out of envy, or out of love?
Out of love.
Out of love. So, which Vishwarupa is not meant for that. Vishwarupa is meant, again, going back to the kind of example I was mentioning, a president may have a very big house and a very big office room and so on. But we are all very impressed from outside. Wow, this place, it is the biggest building or the most prominent building in the world. But the family members of the president, they are not really looking into all this thing. They want just to have dinner with their father, very intimate. So it is Krishna only. The Vishwarupam is also Krishna. He is the source. It's not there is nothing to undermine Vishwarupa, but Vishwarupa is subordinate to Krishna. Krishna is the source for everything. And as devotees, since we are approaching Krishna with the mood of love, which is the highest platform, is Goloka Vrindavan, where Vishwarupa form is not there in the spiritual world. Okay, so the best way for us to worship Krishna would be in the Shama Sundara form or any of the Vishnu Tattva form. Vishnu picture. I mean, there's nothing to be scared also. That is my personal feeling. You don't have to be, it is Krishna only. But even Arjuna is scared because think about this. You are looking at the entire manifestation of the universe, various personalities. He's able to see Brahma, he's able to see Rudra, which is part of Shiva. And then he's seeing millions and millions of other sages and all the humans, the animals, everything is able to see at one time. He's able to see the sun, he's able to see the moon, he's able to see the water, oceans also. This is not a good, nobody can really comprehend. That's why he's giving him the special divine eyes to see him. We won't be even able to see. So the question, how shall I even worship? We cannot even worship Vishwarupa because we don't even have any idea. Even though it describes a little bit, but it cannot be really explained at all. But again, even Srila Prabhupada has said that this form need not be, we are not devotees, we not pay too much attention because they are all said and done, is showing all the material manifestation. Starting from Satyaloka, from Lord Brahma, Rudra. One thing, Shiva, Sadasivam, is also belongs to the spiritual platform. But Shiva has also got many expansion. So Rudra is one of his expansion. That is mostly concerned with only the material aspect of it. That is why Arjuna is able to see Brahma, Rudra, all the other devas and devatas. Then he's slowly coming down. He's seeing all the Indra, Chandra, Surya, everything. Then coming little more down, he's able to see all the sun, moon, and everything. Then also he's able to see his own, family. He's able to see what is going to happen in the future. He's seeing that everybody is killed. Krishna will explain it, right? He's going to say that, don't worry, I'm going to destroy everybody. I'm Kala. Kala is the ultimate destroyer in the material world. One way or the other, time will swallow you. Whether it is Brahma, you might have a much longer term, 312 trillion years, but he's also limited at some point of time. So that is one of the biggest difference between the material manifestation and above that is the spiritual. The spiritual platform is eternal. Normally, it is said that it is unchangeable. Krishna can take many forms and incarnation, and each one of them have their own planets. Narasimha Bhagavan has his own planet. Above the Satyaloka, we have the Brahma Jyoti. Above the Brahma Jyoti, you have the Kailash. Then above that, you have the Vaikuntha. Then it is said that you have the Ayodhya Dham. And now the topmost, you have Goloka Vrindavan, where Krishna and Srimati Radharani, all the Brajvas is just love. Nothing else. Pure love, that's it. 24/7. We cannot even comprehend such kind of a feeling because we are not experienced. We have experienced some love and some happiness, very intermittent, once in a while. Then we get disappointed in our love or relationship or whatever it is. But there, eternally, you are serving Krishna. So the question is that, again, Krishna is not asking, but Krishna is just displaying one of his energies. That's it. The Vishwarupa is also one of part of his energy. Devotees, why not we take some more thoughts? Subal Prabhu, Baldev Prabhu, more thoughts on this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I just would like to add.
Please, please go ahead, Mother.
So Prabhuji here, the purport Prabhupada is explaining that, as you explained, that pure devotee does not want to see, does not want to hankering for the universal form of the Lord, because their intention is to love Krishna, and with loving devotional service is easy to get Krishna, because Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. And in Brahma Samhita, it says, in Brahma Samhita 5.38, that verse, the very important verse, saying that who will see Krishna? So that sloka, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Bilochanena Sankta Sadaiva Hridayeshu Bilokayanti Yang Shama Sundaramachinta Guna Sarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahmaji is saying that a pure devotee sees Krishna in their hearts with the eyes of devotion, and the eyes are filled with pure love for Krishna. Premanjana Chirito. So that way, a devotee can see Krishna in their heart, and which form? Lord Brahma is telling, it's Sham Sundara form, 200, that Krishna Mataji says, like with the flute, Krishna's this 200 form. She preferred to see that form, to take the darshan of that form. Yes, devotee likes that Sham Sundara form. That is the transcendental form for Krishna to see. So, and universal form needs a special vision. What Krishna, if Krishna gives that vision, and then a devotee can see that. Back to Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Haribol, very nice, Mataji. Yes, Bhakta Vatsala. Krishna, only if he, from his grace, we can, not everybody. Arjuna got that opportunity because he's a dear friend and devotee of Krishna. And as Mataji was very nicely, she sang also Brahma Samhita. Devotees are just all the time. What do we chant in Damodar Ashtakam? Idam te vapurnatha gopala balam. Satyavrata Muni is singing. I really don't want anything. I don't want Vaikunta. I don't want any opulence at all. I know Krishna can give. If Arjuna wanted, Krishna will, unlimited opulence he will get. But Satyavrata Muni is saying that just that vision of the Gopala Bala, as a child. It is said that Krishna's most intimate interaction with the Brajvasis is considered as the best of the best devotion that anyone can have. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very merciful, is giving the same opportunity to us in this Kali Yuga, that by chanting, we can get the same benefit. It's amazing opportunity. We don't take it too seriously. We take chanting as a more mechanical process, but it is that interaction, direct connection with Krishna. So here we see that there are two things. Only with His grace we can even see. Otherwise, nobody can see that. And second, He is showing this not to change His mind. This is very important, devotee. Krishna doesn't want him to change his mind. Oh, now you start worshipping my Vishwarupa form. But just his vision that, again, it is like one of the children of the president. They get to take a complete tour of the mansion that they are living. It's just, more of a general, I would say, general experience for them. But for them, they always want to be with the Father. So, any more thoughts, devotee Subal Prabhu? Anything you would like to
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Then yes, Prabhuji, as you wonderfully mentioned here, Lord Krishna is saying that I will give you Divya Chakshushu, the divine, eyes, because Krishna says that nobody can actually see with their normal, eyes. Of course, Arjuna is a pure devotee. He, he's an eternal servant. but Krishna responds by offering to show Arjuna the opulence, right? Because Krishna says, "See my opulence, hundreds and thousands of very divine, forms, right? And universal form, as we know, it is even though it is universal form, it is transcendental, but temporary because it is still in this material nature. In the Goloka Vrindavana, everyone is attracted, of course, to the two-handed form of Shyamasundara. So no one actually has ever seen before. That's what Krishna is saying. Even actually, he sometimes, Krishna is visible to everybody, even to Duryodhana, right? But they are not able to see his actual, greatness. But a devotee is always in his heart. He knows Krishna is in his heart, and he can, right? So we can see that we need that vision, but that vision only can be given by Guru Sadhu Shastra. So we have to be under the shelter of association of devotees. Only then, even though we are in Vrindavan, if we are not aligned to Guru Sadhu Shastra, and somebody can be in a forest, but still have that Vrindavan in their heart. That's my understanding.
Very good. Krishna Mataji,
Yes, Prabhuji.
is it somewhat clear that what is Krishna saying here?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, loving relationship.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You can also approach Krishna for his opulence. It's Krishna only. But when you have Krishna, why do we need his opulence?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's the dearmost. He's our father. We have the powerful, supreme personality as our father. So why do we even have to be concerned about his opulences? That becomes a very material expectation. And that is what is happening in the material world. Everybody wants only Krishna. Ultimately, Krishna is the one who provides everything. They may understand, they may accept it, but that is that is the eternal truth. But in loving relationship with Krishna is the best. It's most efficient. That is the natural thing for us. The Atma is not looking for opulences. The Atma's quality, just want to serve Krishna. That is the only aspiration for the Atma. So whatever opulent we want to put or whatever opulent we want to see, we are not going to be fully satisfied. The full satisfaction will come. And Srila Prabhupada is also explaining here, devotees who are correctly situated in a transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by loving features, not by a display of opulences. It's Krishna only, but still is kind of a subordinate. Everything comes from Krishna. We should not too much also try to undermine the other expansion of Krishna. Sometime in our mind, we may think, oh, Vishnu is inferior to Mahavishnu and Krishna are one and the same. However, again, this however is very important in Krishna consciousness. That Krishna with the yellow dhoti and the Vaijanti Mala on his neck and the beautiful peacock on his head and the most amazing, wonderful song, his flute song, as Venugopal. And he's ready to interact with devotees. Just love, that's it, nothing else. Otherwise, how would Brajavasis would defeat him in wrestling match? Brahma could not understand this. He said, how it is even possible? My Supreme Lord is so majestic, so magnificent, sitting in Vaikuntha. And here people are jumping on this boy and you are calling him as the Supreme Personality. Krishna had every reason he could have been as the most powerful king. But he chose to come as a coward boy. Very simple, pure love. Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda used to pray. This boy, young boy, is dependent on me. Lord Hari, please give me strength. Please give me the right mood. I want to take care of this boy. So that's the move. Acharyas are recommending that. That's the best way to interact with Krishna. So, any further thoughts, Mataji? Dara Mataji, any thoughts about Vishwarupa, Raghu Prabhu?
Yeah, there's one other point that's made in this purport. Arjuna is really not interested in seeing this Vishwarupa, but he's seeing it to confirm that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as it says here, because he's the top of the Parampara system, and he wants to confirm that for people who are coming in the next yuga, the Kali Yuga especially, who do not understand that Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he wants to make them, he wants to give validity to this fact that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Uh, that's really the main reason for otherwise he is not interested. He is in pure love with Krishna. He knows him as his own cousin, but then he knows him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he knows that he's fighting the whole Kurukshetra war with his blessing and his guidance, and really he's just a pawn in the hands of Krishna. Krishna is uh, conducting the whole show, really, whole war. And you have already explained everything. Others have explained also that really in devotion, the two-handed Shamsundra form is what we all want, all the devotees. And Prabhupada has himself has stressed that the Vishwarupa form, as glorious and wonderful as it may be, it's not a form that we can actually worship. It occurs. It occurs during the material time, which means that it is starting with annihilation and then with the destruction. Starting with the creation and then with the annihilation, and it's like a special viewing that only Krishna will give to whoever requests it, but then that person has to be uh, uh, qualified, transcendently qualified, and that too with divine eyes. So in this case, of course, Arjuna is more than qualified. Thank you, Babuji.
Yeah, that is a very good point, Prabhu. Validation. Here, Prabhupada is saying, but Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statement, not so much for himself, but again, as Arjuna's Krishna's relationship and all the other, Pandavas, even the Kauravas, is very different. We cannot equate that because Krishna made it like that they used to interact with Krishna as just another person, not as the supreme person. Even though people like Bhishma, Vidura, no, this is the supreme personality has come. Dronacharya knew, but still they all played their role according to Krishna's wish. Bhishma is a great devotee of Krishna. He only spoke the Vishnu Sahasranama at the end. But he just, to fulfill Krishna, that is all elevated position. We will not understand. So we will not, unless we have a good knowledge about why these things have all happened, we will just blame Bhishma. Why he did like that? That would be a very, immature way of looking at this. Bhishma is a very, very elevated personality. Having said that, he was against Krishna at the battlefield. Why? Because he just wanted to show that, he believed in certain aspect, and Krishna only is making arrangement like that. However, there are personalities like Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. In Mahabharata, we can see each person is interacting with Krishna in a very different way. The way Yudhishthira understood Arjuna was very different. As we can see, Krishna did not select Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is very, very highly, even more intellect than Arjuna. He is more knowledgeable. But Krishna wanted this perfect devotee who would have an open mind. Yudhishthira is already so much, he knows so much, he may not fully grasp what Krishna is saying here. That's one of the philosophy Acharyas have said. Why he selected Arjuna? Because Arjuna, a devotee should always be very submissive, able to accept what the Guru is saying. Here Krishna is the Guru and Arjuna is the disciple. If you're going to question, and there are some people like Duryodhana who completely reject Krishna, so they are not even part of the discussion. They will not understand. They are all Nitya Baddha. So we should fall at least into the, and of course there is Mother Kunti above all. All along she was a perfect devotee and she's asking for more and more challenges in her life to serve Krishna. So we have an opportunity here. We don't fit into any of the role, but what we can do, we can take our Acharya's instruction and see how we can develop this mood of serving Krishna and devotee. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. What are the three things Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked us to do? Namaruchi. Then what are the other two, Prabhu? Vaishnava Seva. I forgot the other third one.
Sadhu Sangha, Namakirtan, Bhagavata Sevam.
Yeah, Namaruchi. You have to cultivate the Namaruchi. And
Mutrabhas.
Jiva Sevaya or something like that. That you accept all entities, love all entities. Okay? And then Vaishnava Seva.
Jive Doya.
Huh?
Jive Doya.
Jiva Doya, correct. Yeah, Namaruchi, Jiva Doya, Vaishnava Seva. These are the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's three principles for devotees. If you follow this, I think we'll be in a very good path of devotional service. So devotees, any more thoughts? Vasant Prabhu, I'm not able to see all the names, but whoever wants to say, Surma Mataji, I'm seeing. Sati Devi, Dasi Mataji, I'm seeing. If you want to share any of your thoughts, please do so. We have a few more moments. We'll read some verses from Bhagavatam because this is a very special Damodar days. It's very auspicious to read Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I really like the discussion that you all had. What my understanding is that Krishna, it is very easy to love Krishna because he does beautiful pastimes and we can read those pastimes, hear those pastimes. And that way we can increase our love towards Krishna. And I did not really have a lot of understanding about Virat Rup or Vishwarup. I'm very grateful to have some understanding through these discussions. And as you rightly said that we should not be afraid of it, even though when I read about the Virat Rup on Bhagavad Gita, I felt like, yes, this will look very scary. But as you said, you have to remember that it is Krishna only. And so I'm just really happy that I have some more understanding of Virat Rup and Vishwarup. So thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
And as devotees, we really don't have to be scared of Krishna. At the same time, we should have utmost respect. We cannot take him very light also, but there is no need to be fearful of Krishna. Only demons are fearful of Krishna. Like the government authority, good citizens are not scared of they want. When you look at the police, you feel very confident. You're very happy. Yes, I'm now seeing so much protection. But same thing may not be true for a criminal. Criminal is always fearful and stressed out when he looks at the cop. So we have to, but devotees, you are even much more than. We are part of Krishna's family, actually. We are part and parcel of it. So love is what is the most required thing. Thank you for that, Mataji. Are you still singing Kirtans, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, by Krishna's mercy, I found some friends in my neighborhood, and I approached them, and they were also looking for someone to talk about and sing with. So we kind of meet up sometimes and do our own kirtan. So I'm very grateful that I have this community here.
Haribol, there is nothing like Kirtan. It's so powerful. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. I really wish I can move to Tampa and be a part of the Kirtan group there. But until then, I'm happy with Krishna's merciful glance at me that I'm able to do some Kirtan here with some of my friends.
Haribol. Haribol. So devotees, we got about few more moments. Why not? Do we remember the Chatur Shloka of Bhagavad Gita? Do we remember? Chatur Shloka?
Yes,
Okay. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Yeah, we remember.
8 to 11.
10 to 10, 8 to 11.
Correct. That's good, Vasant Prabhu. So that is considered as the essence of bhakti. The middle 6 chapters are considered as the chapters dealing with bhakti. Out of that, the middle 10 and 11 is considered, chapter 10, 9 and 10 is considered very, very significant. Out of that, these 4 verses, 10, 8 through 10, 11. Similarly, in Srimad Bhagavatam also, chapter 2, 9, 32 to 34 or something like that, 4 verses.
33 to 36.
Yes, Prabhu. This is considered as the essence for bhakti. Why not we very quickly read the verse and translation? Not too much of purport.
Prabhuji, from 33.
32 to 35. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, sure.
32 to 35. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 verses. So shall we, who can, Prabhu, why don't you recite, Prabhu?
Sure. Hare Krishna, Devi Pranam, Alushra Padam. Yavan aham atha bhavo yodrupo gano karmaka tathaivo tattva vijanam ostute mot anugrahat. Hare Krishna.
Devotees, translation, anyone? Please take part. Reading Bhagavatam on any day is very auspicious. Damodar month, double, triple, 1,000 times more auspicious.
I read, Prabhu.
Please.
Okay, translation. All of me, namely my actual eternal form and my transcendental existence, color, qualities, and activities, let all be awakened within you by factual realization out of my causeless mercy.
Right. Again, 2 things. Our, realization, we have to put some effort and we'll get Krishna's mercy. Both are required. Okay, 33.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please. Go.
Aham eva sham eva gre nanyad yad sat asat param pashyad aham yad itacha yo vashishyata so sim sme aham. Hare Krishna.
Okay, very nice, Matan. Anyone else? Devotees, translation?
I'll read. Brahma is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead. And after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead.
Haribol Mataji, thank you for the reading. Again, devotees, this is very relevant to what we are reading right now, chapter 11. Krishna is saying that he is the cause for everything. He is there before creation, and then after even annihilation, he'll be there. So very much in reference to what we read just now. So that was 33 devotees. Who can read 34?
I can read Prabhupada.
Okay, go ahead.
रीतेऽर्थं यत् प्रतीयेत न प्रतीयते चात्मानि तद्विद्यार्थमनो मायां यथा भासो यथा तमः.
Very nice. Very bold. Devotees, translation?
I can try Prabhuji's translation. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu.
O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Haribol Prabhu, very powerful verse, devotees. Krishna is saying, if it is not in relation to him, it is no reality. It's all Maya, illusion. Very powerful. So if we are, whatever we see, the best of the best, it can be an object, it can be a person, it can be somebody's personality, some quality. But if it is not in relation to Krishna, it has got really no reality, no value at all. Amazing. Amazing. Haribol. So, last one, devotees. Let's read this 35. Who can read this, devotees?
Prabhuji.
Please.
यथा माहान्ति भूतानि भूतेषु च वचेष्वनु प्रविस्तानि अप्रविस्तानि तथा तेषु न तेष्वहम्.
Devotees, the final translation for today.
Yeah, I can read it. O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmos and at the same time do not enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time, I'm outside of everything.
This is exactly the philosophy perfectly given by Lord Chaitanya, Krishna himself. Achinta Beda Abeda. The concept of this very complicated understanding, oneness, yet, we are separate. The oneness is that yes, we are part and parcel of Krishna, yet we are not Krishna. So this is the essence of all the, the Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. This is the essence. That yes, Krishna is everywhere. He is in the smallest of the smallest atom to the biggest of the biggest thing. But still, he is separate, spiritually. So devotees, so that is, I think we read the 4 verses. I don't know if our Baldev Prabhu said it's up to 36 also. We can read that quickly if you want. Why don't we read this quickly, devotees? Prabhu, you want to read? Subal Prabhu or Baldev Prabhu?
Prabhu, go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Okay,
Hare
I can.
Krishna, Dandavad Pranam Prabhuji.
Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes.
Etad etvad eva jijna nasyam tatva jijna sunta sunat manaha anavya vyatirka bahyayam yat syat sarvatra sarvada. Sorry, Prabhuji, I cannot small letters. Sorry, Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam.
Okay, who else did not read? Everybody had an opportunity to read, right? Okay, who want to read the last one, devotees?
I can read, Prabhuji. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. A person who is searching after the supreme absolute truth, the person of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this, in all circumstances, in all space and time, and both directly and indirectly.
Okay, Haribol Prabhu. I think that's a very important verses. So we'll conclude here. Devotees, I'm sure we are all observing Damodar month to the best ability, right? Show Diya lamp, at least, if not ghee is preferable, but to be very honest, sometimes I don't even have ghee. I'm not fully prepared, but at least show the lamp, oil lamp, and chant the Damodara Shtakam. And if you can read the English verse also, it is very, very nice. That is what it is done in the temple every time. Morning, evening, they chant Damodara Shtakam, English verse also. So that gives us perfect understanding of what is this Damodara Shtakam about. And then we are going to celebrate Govardhan Puja on Friday. Prabhuji mentioned some time ago. It will be at Ayyappa temple from 6 to 8 p.m. Devotees, let us be all timely. We'll begin everything. It's a Friday working day. We'll start timely and timely also. Prabhuji has mentioned the prasadam time as 7:50 or 8, Prabhu?
8.
So if you have not registered RSVP, please register as soon as possible. And I'm sure tomorrow we'll continue with the other verses. Devotees, have a glorious Damodar month and the remainder of tonight. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. ISKCON Temple Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Bhagavad Gita study session ki jai. To the assembled devotees, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji
Dandavat
and
Pranam.
Mataji.